How y'all doing? Many of y'all know me, Miss Charles. Many of y'all might not know me. But anywho, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day in my shoes. Basically, just give y'all an update as far as what I'm doing, what I plan on doing here. I'm sure a lot of people might be wondering. Some people might be like, whatever, dude, I can care less. So it's just out there, so when everybody's looking back, they was like, okay, he was making videos but nobody was watching, and now, he got multitude of people, responding to him, looking into him, interested in him. So I just want to give you guys, the first chance here, while I'm still humble, and not saying that I'm not going to be once things change, but I mean, let's be honest here, things, circumstances change people. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. In my case, hopefully it's for the better. But basically, it all started off with, just me writing my short stories. And from that point on, with me writing my short stories, a lot of people was interested. So I was like, you know what? Why not change my short stories into short films? And it starts out with little things here and there. So there's no telling how far this might get me, but I know one thing: I'm not going to give up. I love doing what I do. I like writing. I like getting involved with the characters. And the funny part about all of this is, I still have not got my English degree yet, and I'm still working on that. And then on top of that, I have no film school history whatsoever. It all started back, when I made a few. It started out back on MySpace days where I made dance videos, and it started from there where people would watch my videos. Popular songs come out, I do dances for or whatever like that. And then from that point on, it generated from me doing dance videos to me doing other videos that I'm not going to say. But the people who I went to high school with know all about that, so, I'm just going to leave that in the past. And then what kind of got me really motivated and realized that I can make a difference by the things that I post online is when I made a YouTube video and it went viral and it got on Fox News. Now, years past, it's not up anymore. I deleted that YouTube channel. Basically, I was in football, and just being a guy, whatever. We were just playing around and stuff like that. And I did some editing here. We was wrestling and stuff in the locker room. So I had a few effects to it, some rage music, if you will, and a few things, and made it look realistic. So according to the news source, a parent was online looking for a football practice for a child, and it came across my video, and all of a sudden I'm hosting an underground fight club. You know what I'm saying? So that was my little 30 seconds of fame right there. But thinking back on it now, being 23 now, it made a big impact on my life, because now everybody's like, well, are you gonna film this, Charles? Are you gonna film that, Charles? Jokingly, but I took it as jokes, and then I started thinking about it like, I'm actually good at this. So I taught myself how to do Photoshop, Adobe Premiere. Now, in Sony Vegas, now with Adobe Premiere, it's pretty hard for me because I'm learning as I go. I'm not really taking a class for Photoshop. I'm still learning the kinks. Everything I have not mastered yet, but the best learning experience is actually doing it yourself. So therefore, I'm still making progress there. And then I'm doing Final Cut Pro for some of my video gaming editing here, because it's more quick and easy, cut and paste ordeal there. So I leave a link in my bio below. The link to my gaming channel for all you people out there who actually like playing video games like PlayStation and Xbox. But for all you other people who just like, I just came here to hear you talk, see you, or whatever the case may be. So basically, the short-term part of this is to get several stories written. I don't have a time frame because, you know, being a writer, I mean, you don't really have a time frame, and I'm proud to say I can call myself a writer, and then at the same time, I'm proud to say I can call myself a filmmaker because I made a lot of, you know, skits, films, or whatever throughout my lifetime. And I got some other stuff I did back in college as well. I can upload that if you guys, for you guys to watch if you haven't. But for the most part, I think this is taking off for a pretty good start. So, if I can write my stories and then in turn, you know, turn it into a script and then get people, you know, for the most part who wants to partake in it, I mean, it'll be a blessing at the same time. You know, I'm very appreciative of that. And hopefully, you know, no matter where it might take me, you know, I can just say, hey, this is something that I enjoy doing, you know, and I'm not sure if I want to call it a career or not because, I mean, it's a hobby of mine, but, you know, the perfect career is something that you love doing and passionate about. And this is what, you know, one thing that I am passionate about. So, you know, hopefully in a perfect world, you know, this might become a career of mine, but for the most part, you know, I still work a normal job, 40 hours a week type job. And I mean, I enjoy it. It kind of hinders my creative thinking cap for the most part, but, you know, it's subject to change there. So I'm very happy from where I am. You know, I recently just moved here to Texas, so it's pretty cool so far. You know, I'm making it as I go. You know, taking care of home, taking care of family, and whatnot. So basically, you know, I don't want to keep ranting here, and plus I'm hungry, so I'm probably finna go smash me some chicken nuggets later on when I finish with this video. But for the most part, for all the people who actually watch, I do appreciate you guys, and leave comments. You know, I appreciate you guys, and if you can't sub, I understand. As long as you watch, at the end of the day, I just want people to know, well, hey, you know, this guy right here, you know, he got the potential to do something, you know. So I don't want people to say, well, now he's acting funny when he's, you know, career and took off. You know, I just want to let you guys know firsthand, you know, while I'm sitting here working my 9 to 5, or more like 7:30 to 4, but, you know, this guy just like everybody else. And then, you know, I seen other people who used to stay in the area I was from, you know, shout out to Monroe, Louisiana, or whatever, that's doing big things, whether it's music, you know, comedy, sports, you know, stuff like that. So just seeing them succeed, you know, makes me want to get back into things like, you know what, they made it, they never gave up on their dream, and look what they are now, you know. So, you know, if you're watching this and it's something you really love doing and you've started it, don't stop. I'm telling you now, don't stop. And I heard this from plenty of other people before, so here I am telling you, you know, same thing they told me, don't stop, you know. Keep grinding. It's going to be hard. I mean, you might not have the multitude or the money for whatever you're trying to do, you know, don't stop grinding at all costs, you know, because at the end of the day, it's going to pay off. You know, my goal is to retire when I'm 30. And it's possible in this day and age, among saving and other stuff like that. So if I get that jumping, you know what I'm saying, you know, when I turn 30 and we revisit this video, like, you know what, Charles told me this is going to happen. And then either you're going to be one of two people. The one that took, you know, my words to heart and is like, you know what, I'm not going to drop everything I'm doing, but I'm also going to pick up, you know, what I love doing, and in turn, you know, work it and mold it to work for me. Or two, one of those people who played it safe and just, you know, finished school, got a degree, and working a job, and you don't like it or you don't love it. You know, it's just living. And, you know, I read something, and I end with this, you know, at the end of the day, don't try so hard to make a living that you forget how to live. And just let that sink in for a minute. And then, you know, from that point on, just take my words that I've said today and apply them to your everyday life. So, once again, my name is Charles. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Sticking by my side. Much love here. And I'm out, man. One love.